Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go, baby.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On second down now, it's Jackson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Get that ball.
Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's track. Hey, Mike 52. Mike, coming this way, coming this way.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Iverson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Iverson looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 2 right here. 52. Hey, go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. My 52. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Beckwith. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Check the backer. Check the backer. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Beckwith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Henry. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55's Mike, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 55.
looking to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. They send Green to the left on his own. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to run this one in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the